This is a new one I made up for myself. So I want you to take a really deep breath now, and I want you to imagine you're standing on a suburb map. So you know those old maps you used to get? I don't know if you do, but GPS has taken over, but it's an old map, like it's a paper map.
Yeah.
And it's got all the suburbs mapped out into it, right?
Mhm.
And in the future, in front of you, there's all of these nice suburbs like, health, fitness, vitality, good eating habits, good drinking habits, good socializing habits. And they're all called suburbs, right? And you can choose to step into those anytime you feel like it. Just walk forward into one of them for me now and just tell me which one you walked into.
Health and fitness. So
Okay?
fitness or health.
Okay, so you've walked into the fitness and health suburb. And in that suburb, what do you see? What's in the suburb?
I see like gyms and like veggies.
Okay, great. Gyms and veggies. And what's Nikita? Who is Nikita when she's in that suburb?
Like happy and like bright, like full of enjoyment.
Okay, good. All right. So now I want you to walk back into Switzerland, which is a suburb, like it's a neutral suburb. It doesn't have any sort of feelings or any sort of involvement in anything, right?
Yeah.
And then behind you now is a suburb called unhealthiness, depression, sadness, anger, frustration. And just step back into one of those suburbs for me. Which one have you chosen to step into?
I don't know why, but depression.
Depression. All right. So you've chosen depression. So it's a choice that you've now chosen to step back into that suburb. So how do you feel when you're in that suburb?
I instantly like dropped. Like I
Yeah, I
just
saw that. Yeah.
yeah. I felt like my heart like got tight and I just felt like, yeah, it's sad.
Okay. Cool. And how long would you like to stay in that suburb for?
Not long at all.
Okay. So now you can choose to step back into Switzerland if you want.
Yeah.
There you go. Instantly, the shoulders stood up, right? There you are. You're back,
That's
right?
what it feels like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so now that you've got that map, this is the map that you can operate by any time of which suburb you want to step into. And you can make the suburbs up, right? So if one of them is, for example, living a life where you drink sensibly and have a great time every time you go out with your friends and you choose the right people to step around, like to be around when you go out, then that's a suburb you choose to step into.
Yeah.
But also on the other side of that, behind Switzerland, is another suburb called depressing friends,
Yeah.
friends that want to drag you backwards, bad influences.
Hmm.
So now when you go out, which suburb would you like to step into? And just step into that suburb for me.
Yeah, the good friends.
Great. And what's happening in that suburb when you're out? Like just imagine a night out now.
Yeah, like instantly I see it's just like bright colors and stuff.
Yeah, great. All right.
Happiness. But even when you mentioned before the bad one, like I just get like a tight chest.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So now come back into Switzerland.
Yeah.
And now step back into the depressing night out, the sad, the going out with horrible people, bad influences, dragging you down,
Mm,
arguing with your partner. How are you feeling in that suburb?
not good. Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like numb. Like as soon as I step back there, I'm just like, yeah, nah,
Hmm. Okay, cool. How long do you want to stay in there for?
not at all.
Well, you can jump into Switzerland anytime you feel like it, by the way.
Good.
There you
I
go.
like
She's
kind of
back.
wanted
Yeah,
to come
there you
straight
go.
back.
Yeah. You
I
even
was like,
moved forward. You just stepped into Switzerland, right?
yeah.
And so even in Switzerland, it's a better feeling than going backwards into your past.
Hmm.
Okay. So I want you to now picture these suburbs in a sequential line that go forward in your timeline. So instead of them being spread out on a map now, they're actually in just like a suburb by suburb growth program for yourself. So
Yeah.
what would be the first suburb if you were visualizing it? What would it be called?
Probably friends and like the environment that I
Okay.
thought was good.
So a suburb that's called Friends and Environment. And in that suburb, what's in it?
Oh, yeah, like positive friends and like positive putting myself into positive environments.
Okay.
that bring out like the best version of me, not yeah.
Okay, so surrounding yourself with positive friends and going into positive environments and being yourself.
Mhm.
But who is Nikita when she is being herself in that environment? Is she somebody who's going to please everyone around her, or is she someone who is going to be herself no matter what?
Someone that's going to be her
Okay.
and be what she wants to be, not what everyone else wants.
Okay, good. All right. So now that we've locked in that, who is that person?
She is, well,
Okay.
I don't know. She's me. No,
Yeah.
she's, I don't know, there's so many different things. Positive, happy, free,
Yeah.
just like focusing on like being grateful.
Okay. And so what do you see happening to the friends that want to bring her back into that depressing suburb and drag her back in and say, no, Nikita, come back into my home. It's really good. It's really good in my suburb. My house is awesome.
What do I see them doing?
What do you see yourself doing when that happens?
No, I'm all good. Just being like, no, thanks.
Good.
You're back there.
All right, cool. All right. So now I just want you to have a look back behind you, right? And Switzerland just disappeared. There is no Switzerland now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're in this new suburb. This is where you stay. All right. So now if you choose to go back into the past, then you're going to go back into the old depressing suburbs because Switzerland doesn't exist anymore. So this is the new level of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to lock this person in. And I want you to do that by touching your left earlobe. Okay, just hold that left earlobe. And I want you to now fire up that is your anchor for whenever you want to come back to being this person that you are right now in this suburb where she's footloose, fancy free, turning up as herself every single day, getting rid of the people around her that don't serve her, getting rid of the environment that doesn't serve her. And she is this person. She just does not go backwards anymore. She
Mhm.
stays here because it's a good place to be. It's a good suburb to sit in. It's a good base level. How are you feeling right now? Describe her to me.
I feel like empowered. Like I feel like going like, yeah.
Good.
I don't know. Yeah, just really like good.
Good. All right, cool. Now I want you to take your anchor off, your earlobe, and I want you to open your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool. Where
wow.
are you at?
I feel like really like good, but I do feel disorientated.
Yeah.
Like everything's a bit black. Yeah. I just feel uneasy kind of, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. It's almost like you've gone through a growth spurt.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah, like my body's not, I don't know,
Yeah.
just different.
Mhm.
I really wasn't expecting it. I was like, okay, yeah, Aaron, like
Yeah,
just
right, Aaron.
yeah,
Voodoo guru kind of woo-woo stuff.
I was like, righto. But it actually is. It's
So
good.
if you think about it, right, what we've done in the past is we've talked about your movie that you're making, right? About your past and your future, and that's filtered through your beliefs, your values, your past history, and you've made a movie about your life, your friends, every situation, right?
Mhm.
We just made a different movie for you to live by.
Yeah,
And you're the hero of that story, that movie.
yeah,
And we've created a base level for you to now operate from. And so whenever you feel that you're not being that person, you just have to reach up and touch that. And we're
yeah,
going to keep locking that in as your anchor of this Nikita in this suburb.
yeah.
And we just work on it.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I ever feel like I'm not in it, just do that.
So I've got an anchor that goes like that. So whenever I'm maybe overthinking something, or if I'm about to talk or do a session like this, and I'm a bit like, oh, I just go like that. Just, oh, I'm calm instantly.
Yeah.
So I go from to
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we call anchoring.